Hello, Bay Area.
Good evening, Bay Area. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Sia on the show Real Estate Roundup with Nagaraj Annaiah, the founder of NagarajHomes.com and your trusted Bay Area Realtor. Nagaraj Annaiah has mentored thousands on how to build wealth using real estate, has helped many manifest their dream of home ownership, and has guided real estate investors build large portfolios. So, in today's show, as we deep dive into the data to uncover what's happening in Silicon Valley and beyond, please join the conversation. Call us at 1-877 Bolly 92. That's 1-877 265 5992. In-house expert Nagaraj Annaiah is here in the Bolly studios with us. What better time than this to speak to him? Any predicament regarding buying or selling real estate, just dial 1-877 265 5992. Hey Nagaraj, happy Friday.
Hello, Sia. Hello, Bay Area. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. I know it's kind of too hot today. It's a lot of people might have a hot heat stroke also because of too hot right now. Uh,
It is, it's
yeah,
boiling out there.
yeah. So, listeners, if you have any questions, do give us a call. Today we are going to have talk more about real estate. And if you are the one of them interested to know more about the real estate, how it's going on, do give us a call. All these recordings will be uploaded on YouTube also. Do watch out if you're missing something, and you can give me always a call too. So, see what do we
Yes.
have today?
Nagaraj, I was going through this. The Redfin data showed that most places around US, the number of people who are selling homes outnumber the people buying by almost 500,000. And thus, technically, it should be a buyer's market. But the same thing, however, we cannot say about the Bay Area. It is still the most expensive real estate market. So the median price being 1.25 million, as you've been saying sometimes,
Mhm.
the inventory is increasing, but home prices are kind of where we are with that.
Yeah, see, I will buyers. I'm helping them out. They come to me, Nagaraj. I want to buy something for a 1.25, 1.2 million in San Jose. Correct.
Mhm.
Do I get a house for 1.2? It 1.25 million. It really depends on the buyer's choice. Okay, I would let's like two buyers. One is like in millennials, like they want to buy. Everybody wants completely remodeled home. Okay,
Mhm.
remodeled home ready to move in. That home, if even they have listed for 1.0508, their expectations are still not 1.0508. Their expectations are close to 1.15, and some of them are even a 1.25.
Mhm.
Okay, so that 1.25, again, the zip codes, most of them are not comfortable. It depends on the buyers what they're looking in for, right? Really, if somebody wants to buy in 1.25 single family homes, I'm talking about, is nothing
Mhm.
is available in San Jose. What are their choices right now? Their choices
Yeah,
are
so because very interestingly, on the last show, you were uncovering some layers of the Bay Area real
yeah.
estate. So it would be really nice if you could break it down for us, few choices, and even Manteca or Antioch.
I think that's a good thing. Let's start with the Manteca first and see how many homes are there for a sale. All right,
Mhm.
how is it going on, and then we'll move to Antioch and other places. Right, Manteca. If I look around right now, the homes to sale are 294 homes, and you don't believe of them. Couple of them are even listed for 4 million. That's a 5.23 acres lots are listed for almost 3.9 million, and other one are listed for even a 3.95. These are all, most of them are developmental properties, like where they basically they take it, they're asking like 12.99 acres. So that
Mhm.
kind of stuff, so you can see that, but that's not the what we are looking on. Like few homes are more than a 3 millions, but if you look around, the number of homes to sale is like huge. 294 homes are there. What happened during especially COVID times, or like even new construction, a lot of new constructions came in, right? A lot of home buyers moved to Antioch area and even a Manteca area and even the Lathrop areas in. Now the offices are opening up. A lot of a lot of homeowners want to shift towards this South Bay side,
That is happening, really a
right?
trend.
So, but we have talked enough times on that, what's happening in, but looking at this number of homes, like see, even this like whatever some of the homes which is listed for 1,035,000, that is sitting in the market from last 1 month. Okay, sitting in the market for long, almost you can see the number of days in the market is almost close to 30 to 45 days. Most of the homes are not selling in Manteca. Okay, only few homes when the sellers are basically listed for right price, that might be selling it in. Coming back to the rental listing, if you look around rental listing right now, there are more than close to 205 rental properties available, and starting some of them are close to 7,800. I don't normally consider 7,800 in the rentals, because this is most of them 4 or 5 properties are there for rental, which is around 7,800. That's all more of an Airbnbs. If you leave out that, other properties, if you see, it's all close to $4,000, $3,800 rentals. And this, if you look around the data, it's like almost 23 days in the market, 25 days in the market. That's what it is there. Okay, that is kind of a concerning. 205 homes in Manteca alone. That's one of the concerning. Now, if I go back to the Antioch areas, right? Antioch also close to right now. If I'm looking around Antioch, Antioch also should be close to 295 homes, or like, yeah, 262 homes are there. If you look around, one of the data very important is one of the homes just listed for is for $4,900. you know for
4,900.
900. So this home, what would have happened is like, it's basically, it's a newer construction. Somebody bought a newer construction, thinking like they can use it as a rental property, and they bought it. The rents are, their interest rates are higher right now. Correct. As I said, it's a 25 brand new construction. The rents, the monthly payments are, mortgages are right now high, so they need to break it even, means they need to increase the rental right now. Will somebody will take it for a rent? That's again, 5,000. I don't, you find very, very few tenants who can come in around, because if you look around in even in Antioch right now, 4,800, 4,850, 4,500 are sitting in the market for close to 20 to 30 days in the market, the rentals. Because offices are opening up. The average which can goes around is a 3,000, 3,500. That goes very fast. Correct. But if you go to anything higher than this, then like it slows down the rental market.
So would you say that for people who are right now not commuting every day to South Bay or the neighboring areas, for them maybe it's a good opportunity, but since most people need to travel,
yes,
these houses have been sitting.
This house has been sitting in, and if you look around the rentals also, right? Like I was talking to one of the homeowner yesterday. He works in a very good company, one of the top companies in Meta. So he said like around last year, last 2 years, 2023, he bought one in Manteca. 2024, he bought one in Antioch. And this one is like basically saying that there's a boom, basically saying that these rentals will go up, or this investment properties will go up. But right now, if you look around, they're breaking even, or like sometimes $300, $400, it would be higher than your mortgage payments. Correct. Rent, unless you're doing in a short-term rental loopholes, buying an investment properties in Antioch or in Manteca, it is kind of tough for them to run the rental, because you need to find in a property manager. I have one very good story. Like basically, one of the client had bought it in the East Coast. And they had given for a rental. Okay. When the rental was given, there was a tenant left. As soon as the tenant left, there was a flood in the property, like some water damage happened, water came into it, like there was a flood. The city inspector came in. City inspector said, you need to find out the source of the flood. And from last 2-3 months, this homeowner from near east, from the South Bay, he is basically following up with the East Coast homes, like basically to find out what's working with the city, what's the problem. He needs to find out what is the issue, and he needs to fix for that. From last 3 months, he doesn't have even a rental for that. He has already have one rental property here, and he has already have one more primary residence which he bought it in. So any properties which you are buying, which is can't control yourself, it becomes harder. You need to watch out for that.
Absolutely.
Because you're completely relying on property managers. right? Property managers takes a 5%, 7%.
So, do you think if somebody can manage their own property, let's say in these areas, be it Manteca or Antioch, still like a good investment option,
It
looking to 5 years later, or no,
see, it depends
they
on
do not come.
it's all depends on the long-term investment plans. Okay,
Mhm,
means are you capable of running that properties? Because nobody doesn't know the future. 5 years, 7 years back, nobody didn't knew mountain house will go up like that.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
there was always in a potential, because that kind of a bigger homes, bigger good looking homes are impossible to get it anything in South Bay unless you're shelling out in a millions of dollars of money.
Well, that's true.
Correct. So in that cases, like somebody wants to move as in a, like somebody wants to move it as like after 55, 60 years where they want to retire. Correct.
Mhm,
So that time it makes sense for them to go there. Why do you need to? Because I know one of the executive who got shifted around that areas, because for them it's
mhm,
a lower price to move there. Elk Grove areas, because Elk Grove areas are very good for the medical stuffs.
mhm.
When you're becoming older, you need to rely more on the doctors and hospitals. In that cases, maybe that's a better way it works out, right? So that is where you need to watch out what is your next 5 years, 7 years plans.
So yeah, so it is also dependent on as to what the person's circumstances is, what you're wanting, what you're looking, and so be it choosing the right mortgage, right contractor for repairs, as you said,
Yeah,
or like buying or selling, you need to rely on a realtor to hold your hand through the entire journey, and it is so crucial at this point because the market is so fluctuating.
it's not
So
about
we would like to
fluctuating.
tell
It's
everybody, please give us a call if you want to join the conversation. Studio number is 1877 Wally 92. That's 1877 18772655992. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Bay Area or around the Central Valley, this show is for you. Please call us, tell us your concerns, your predicament. Give us a call at 1877 Yes, Nagaraj.
let's talk about a Lathrop area, since we are almost close to Manteca. Better talk about Lathrop areas also, right? See, right now
Mhm,
in the Lathrop alone, there are 153 homes for sale. You don't believe it, some of the homes are even close to 1.5 million, which was just listed. These are all the lakefront homes, which are luxury homes, which are like 2020 built, 10,000 square footage. Even in a Lathrop areas, this homes sells very quickly, of course, like especially if it's the lakefront homes. If you anything around 1.4, 1.5 lakefront homes, like it used to be last year in the January time frame, I did sell one in lakefront homes. It was selling for 1.15 million.
mhm,
Okay, now it's almost close to 1.5 million. Okay, so one of the home which is listed right now is like listed for last 6 months. No buyers right now for that. Okay, and what this one more is like just listed starting of this month. From last 25 days there is no buyers for there. And other homes are like, again, it's like 4,300 square footages, I can see for 1.395 millions. So all the way starting, if newer constructions are there, like it's like crossed like almost 15 homes, I can see more than $1 million. More than $1 million, 15 homes out of
mhm,
153 homes. So remainings are like, if you look around, like even this is like close to 2020, basically from last four. This is a new construction, of course. This is like basically from almost like they are listed for 1.12, and I see that almost 150K or close to 140K price cut. So I think Lathrop also right now is kind of slowing down, because went so high. Because I remember 2 3 years back we used to get it for 785,000. 785,000. If I see right now, only few homes, that also smaller lots I can see, not a bigger homes. Anything if I go even for a 3,000, if I see around, this is like it's kind of a very small lot. Yeah, it's a close to 6,000 square footage. It is their lot, but it is like 739,000. It's only few homes are like that.
So even though it is slowing down, the prices are still holding up
Yeah,
pretty much.
because but number of days sitting in the market is going to be more. Buyers, sellers thinks, let's hold on for some more time until I get a right
Mhm.
price. Let me hold on.
Right, right. Because they've seen that kind of price hike.
Yeah, because see, as I told you, like in the April time frame, because of all this trade wars and everything, the market slowed down. Look right
Mm-hmm.
now, what's happened in the stock market. Everything is back to the normal.
Mm-hmm.
So homes have become more of tied up with the stocks right now. Okay, if you're looking around stocks, maybe if you're in a right stocks, you're putting in, you put it in 100K, maybe you're lucky, you might get 150K. Unlucky, maybe you might even lose a $0. There are a lot of times people have lost it. There's so
Mm-hmm.
many companies have gone for file for a bankruptcies, or so many things whichever was high all went down. But homes are not like that. Homes are like maybe kind of in a steady. If you're not ready to sell that time, that moment, if you have a financial backups for yourself, it
But so this is the kind of scenario where there's this dilemma that some people are having. We also got an email regarding that, that they're moving to a bigger home, let's say, or they really want to rent to a place that's closer to their workplace. Now, their current place, as you said, if it's like, let's say somebody took a home there in Lathrop, do they sell and reinvest or put it towards the current mortgage, or they just put it on rent, wait out before selling at a later time?
It's a valid question. See, I'm helping out one buyer right now. He's a seller plus buyer. He stays around close to New York area. For him, five days a week, he needs to come to office. He bought this property 6 years back. He bought it for 750K. Now, if he
Mhm.
sells it, he makes from 1.2 million. So for him, it makes sense because he can sell, he can come for a closer to office, rent out for fewer days, see how it goes in, then he can buy. Because for him, he bought it for a very lower price. He stayed on the home for more than 5 to 6 years. But other way around, if you even the Lathrop, if they bought a homes around 4 years back, they would have basically got it for a good price. But
So
right
at
now,
present, then they should hold on
yeah,
to their property.
present again depends on how much is the threshold they're okay to lose out. If
Mhm.
their monthly payments are, let's assume they bought it for $1 million, the monthly payments are close to $6,000. Again, depends on how much down they have done. If they have done with only a 5%, 10% down, it might be close to 6,000, maybe another 1,000, 7,000. If you go to rent out, it's a $5,000 more rent out. The 5,000 I'm telling on the high end side.
Right, right.
So high end side, maybe if you do it average out to 4,500, you're a negative of 2,500. 2,500 into 12 months, how much it happened right now, right? So you need to close to 30,000 right now there. Are you okay to hold off for like 3 years like that? It is a 90,000, or you want to just basically sell it and get out of it like maybe 30, 40,000 down. So biggest contributing thing is like when you're selling is the commissions, of course.
Mhm.
So that is where you need to work with the sensible realtors who can basically give you a better deal for you. So that way it is like you lose out lesser money.
Yeah, because it is so much situation dependent, and
Yes.
it depends on individual nuances of that home or the situation.
Yeah.
So yes, if you would like to speak to Nagaraj Annaiah, he's here with us in the studios. Call us, join the conversation at 1877 Bolly 92. That's 1877 265 5992.
I think, Sia, we need to talk about Fremont also. It's been some time we have spoke about a Fremont. How is it going on? If somebody wants to buy in a Fremont, how does it look?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Buy and sell both, of course, right? So see, right now, if you look around, median list prices in Fremont is coming down to 1.758. But if I look this data, this is the right now data. If I go back all the way from March data, it used to sell for 1.769, 1.78 median list prices. So almost not much, 30,000 difference right now.
Mm-hmm.
And median list prices are coming down to 1.694. This is very important data. Like per square footage, which is coming down, is $1,000 right now. But I think In March 2024, 2025, it is like it's around still the same 1024 around. But look at this data. Average days on the market right now in Fremont is a 42 days. Any homes comes in 42 days right now. But if it was somewhere around May, it is like basically backlogging. It was 36. But best part was March time frame, which was like 31 days, and it was like around that time frame. And median days on the markets again 28 days. Like it's basically curve is going up. It was kind of bit variation, but going up. Price increased, you would increase, look at it, is 2%, and price decreased. This is very important data, 28%. But it's still, if you look around the data, it says it's still a strong sellers market because of 55 index, because home prices already have peaked up. Correct.
Correct,
So
correct.
that is why it still is a strong sellers market. And action index, if you look around, as I was telling you, is a strong sellers market still, of course, for a single family homes. I think if I look out the same thing in the condo market, it is 41 right now. I mean, sellers advantages is just slightly lower, not like
Little, yeah.
41. It used to be what? 55, 55 to 41, almost 14 lesser. And if you look around, it is you prices coming down. Median list prices are 849, and average days on the market is 54 days right now. Condos. I think it's kind of a concerning for the condo market. I was keep telling you, and total inventory in a condos alone is 115 condos right now. Okay, but
So if somebody is okay with buying a condo, this is a good window that they can explore. They have some options.
because see, as I was telling you, 900K, you want to go and stay in a bungalow like maybe far away, or do you want to stay something closer? You're okay to commute, spend some time with the family.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing to consider is like basically, if you're okay, we can do kind of a smaller, buy a smaller homes here, and maybe a vacation kind of a homes or a bigger homes in Lathrop or a Manteca area. Okay, so that way it balances out for you. But do it only if you have required cash flows, if you can do enough down payments. It is not like your friends bought a second house or a third house, you should also go buy second and third house. This is not like a being a jealous of somebody or like go buy something else, right? It is not like a jewelry, women's jewelry kind.
Right, right, of
Because women's
course.
jewelry are like 5,000, 10,000, that's okay. Even a Louis Vuitton bags or $8,000 is okay. But homes are not like that. Homes are close to $1 million, $1.2 million, or like even
So,
a 700K, 800K. So you should be very thoughtful when you're buying in, when far away, if you're far away cities. Is it what is your need? Are you looking for a rental? What do you
so
want to do?
Nagaraj, yes, absolutely. I do not know if we have that kind of time, but
Yeah.
would you like to delve into the mortgage, especially the ARM-based
I think that
right configuration, or we don't have the
I
time
think
today?
let me talk quickly about the interest rates right now. One of my client went into a contract in San Ramon. I was able to get him for even for a 5.35 because he has enough reserves, and I'm doing all the way from 5.35 to a 5.85 based on the relationship discounts what you are getting in. So if somebody is planning to buy a sell, always reach out to me. So it's a free consultation so that I can go through your needs and I can advise it what better for you. Okay, it's easy to
5.35 is a pretty good rate.
yeah 5.35, but he was doing a 3 million kind of in a relationship, 3 million
Okay.
stocks to move. People don't understand
Mhm.
on the 3 million he moved in, right? So yeah, listeners, if you have any questions or more information, if you like to know more about whatever we discussed in, go to nagarajhomes.com and click on the WhatsApp icon to connect with me. And the another best way, all these recordings will be uploaded on YouTube. Do look out for that and watch out for it. If any questions, also do reach out to me. Thank you so much and a wonderful evening.
Yes, give him a call at 1-858-880-4577 or just go to nagarajhomes.com. Bay Area की ही गलियों में फिर निकलेंगे to take a sneak peek into the state of real estate on the show Real Estate Roundup on Sunday. Until then, Shabba Khair.
Thank you.